Good morning, YouTube. I wanted to do a quick little video and share with you yesterday's mail that came in. But before I get started, I wanted to say in yesterday's video that I uploaded with where I had that huge mail day Monday and like the Mike Schmidt PSA DNA, I had somebody reached out to me by email and they actually said, I understand what they were saying because I had stated that the day that that car was listed, I made a special trip to run to the bank to put $100 in the bank because in the checking account because I did not have enough at that time in my PayPal or checking account together to buy the card and leave me. I didn't want it to drain me down to where I had very little in that checking account. And they had pointed out that if I couldn't afford the card, then maybe I shouldn't have bought it if it was going to put me in a situation like that. And I wanted to point out this. For one thing, no, I wouldn't have bought it if I couldn't have. But two, when I'm online, we have a uh, separate checking account that is we just use it online only. It is not our main checking account. We don't usually keep more than a few $100s in it at any time. And basically, that's so that when okay, if I go online or if she goes online and she decides she wants to shop on a website like this website or that website and she wants to order top, blouse, whatever, she can use that account to pay for it. Okay. And that way, nothing online is being tied to our main bank accounts. Okay. Because we have we bank with Huntington and we bank with PNC and we have our main accounts there. Okay, this account it was opened up as a secondary account at Huntington Bank specifically for online purchases, and I use it for everything online. And it's the one that's attached to my PayPal. And the reason I do that also is, let's say that PayPal has a breach, like a hacker breaches PayPal system and contact you by email and tell you your personal information may have been exposed. Well, if any company or if eBay, if any company has a breach and some hacker gets my information, well, at the most, they're going to get at any time a couple $100. They're not going to get everything we got because this checking account is only for online transactions. So that's the point I want to point out. And the thing about doing it that way, though, is yes, every so often we have to sometimes run to the bank to deposit some cash into the online checking account, or to sometimes it's as simple as I have called the bank and we transfer funds from one account to the other, a few $100s from one account to the other. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out because somebody had emailed me and asked me about that, or to point that out. But yes, even if you're a collector, if a card is too expensive for you, that it's going to put you down to where you've only got a couple of dollars till your next payday, whatever, no, you shouldn't buy the card. Okay. Anyway, thanks to I'm not going to embarrass nobody, but thanks to the one who emailed me and pointed that out. Now, yesterday was a small mail day. We only had this. This is a pickup for the 88 Tops project. This card is in the traded set of the 88 Tops. Melito Perez. He's a tough to get autograph. This is an eBay purchase. He's not as tough as his older brother Pasquale, who I also need for the 88 Tops regular set, but this is a tough one down. This was posted by, and I can't remember, it was one of I call them power sellers on eBay. That's what they used to call them. Now they call them preferred sellers, but like Probstein, Four Sharp Corners, Crook Cards, there's a few others, but I can't remember the name now. But anyway, it was one, from a big seller. They listed this, and I could tell right away that I thought it looked like his examples of his autograph I'd seen. I did a quick search. Sure enough, it was almost a spot on match with most that come up on Google. So images, of his autograph. So I bought it, and it wasn't that bad. About $5. And this was actually a return, TTM return. Sadly, this got damaged, and both of these cars, I sent two cars to Mr. Gerhardt. Now I already have this card signed for the 88 Top set. Okay, I had sent to Mr. Gerhart years ago, and he signed this card for me, but it's in black Sharpie. The card I have in the set right now is signed in black Sharpie. Um, so when I decided to, but I had that card signed by him a long time ago. Well, when I decided to take on the 88 Tops project and try to get as many cards as I could signed in the set, I decided to write to him again a few weeks ago and see if I could hoping that he might by now be signing in blue Sharpie, and I could. And so I picked out a very well centered 88 Tops card, and luckily he did sign in blue Sharpie. And if this was not damaged by my mail carrier or the postal service, then this card would definitely replace the black Sharpie in my set, and the black Sharpie would be placed in a box to sell in Facebook groups. As it is now, this showed up yesterday in my mailbox, and when the first thing I noticed, the envelope had a crease, like almost like if somebody had took the envelope and shoved it down and bent the envelope like this, like sideways almost. And now the envelope wasn't in my mailbox sideways like that, but you could see the crease. It was like if you took an envelope and laid it at an angle, there was a crease like from a top left corner to a bottom right corner, as if somebody had just jammed it down on a table like that or something. And my guess is they probably grabbed the envelope, stuffing it in their mail bag, and jammed it, and it hit something else and bent. At any rate, this was a brand new BCW card saver, and you can see it completely cracked that BCW card saver. There'll be somebody out there that'll say, oh, well, you should be using blah, blah, blah brand or this brand or that brand, but it doesn't really matter. I use these all the time, and I've never seen one come back that damaged before, cracked like that. At any rate, when they jammed it, as you can see right here, they put some big creases in that beautiful autographed Ken Gerhart card, making this damaged goods and pretty much taking away, in my opinion, any value at all. It still presents well. It's still a pretty card, pretty autograph. I'm not throwing it away or nothing. This one, this is his true rookie card, 87 Tops traded. You can see right there when I hold the light the right way, there is a wrinkle right there, a bow. Now, it's not noticeable on this one on the back so much, but it's definitely noticeable there. And when you hold the card in your hand, you can feel it's like got a warped feeling right in there. Like you can feel right there that warped feeling of the card. You feel the surface as you rub your finger across it. You feel the surface raise up a little bit there. But again, two cards that were signed. Gerhardt's signature has changed a little bit over time, probably because tremendous amount of requests by mail. He doesn't really do much with the Gerhardt now other than a G, then the line, and a T. The black one I got in black Sharpie that he was signed 5 or 6 years ago for me, it's got more of his name written the way you see Ken written right there. But at any rate, those would have been so nice to add to the set. This is actually look at the background on that card, beautiful photo. But sadly they got damaged. I'll put these in penny sleeves. This will not go in my 88 Top set at all. I'll keep the black Sharpie, but things like that, that's a risk you take on, the way our postal service is today. And the sad part is they really don't care. They have that attitude. My mail carrier has that. Some of them, like at my local post office, have this attitude like if, they're they're mad when you walk in the door. I mean, they hate their job that bad, and but they don't care. At any rate, it's not like this is $1,000 card. I mean, I wouldn't be sending it like that if it was. It would have been in a bubble mailer. But I went ahead. I didn't update a new one, but I marked out we're up to 70 cards out of 132 in the traded set for the 88 Tops project. Uh, we're we're at 490 out of 792 for the regular set. So still making pretty good ground. Not a big mail day, but I just wanted to share it real quick. And I did want to point that out about that. The reason that like somebody, called, emailed me and they were like genuinely concerned that I was spending like buying a card that maybe I couldn't afford and just letting me know, you know, maybe I shouldn't do that. I understand that, but it wasn't the whole point is the account that I use to buy things on sites like eBay or in Facebook groups, or it's actually the account tied to my PayPal account. And me and my girlfriend use it when we buy things online. She uses it when she shops online at places like J.C. Penney, Burlington. We put money in it, and sometimes it's a matter of just sometimes we just take and transfer some funds from one account to another, because but we don't use our main checking account. With the bulk sum of our assets are in different accounts. We bank with two different banking institutions, but we do have this account that we use for online only, and we never have more than a few $100s in it at any given time. And that way, if somebody ever hacks our stuff online, like, or whatever, things happen every day. It's not what you do nowadays. You can get a letter suddenly from um, a company that you like. Oh, they stored your information on their website and they got hacked, and the hacker may have gotten your personal information, like your payment information. Well, if I'm buying stuff online, even if I buy something from Home Depot, um, and have it shipped here. Well, if I pay for it using a uh, check, using PayPal, but you or whatever, or using a debit card that is from a checking account that it never has more than a few $100s in it, at most 300, then I don't really have to. If it got hacked, at most a hacker's going to get from me is that, and they're not going to wipe out our life savings. So, anyway, I just wanted to point that out. But thank you all for watching. Be back again soon with more videos.